Welcome, friends. Good evening, all. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's been too long, as it always is, but at last we are here, as the title will inform you, to talk about some of my favorite patchoulis in my collection. Not all the patchoulis, not all of my favorites, but a video's worth of my favorites. Today, as we know, hearts and minds change on a regular basis. So, but as it stands, these are some of my favorites. Okay, we'll do a little housekeeping. Coffee of the day. I have Frankenstein Dunkin' Donuts and Cafe Verona Starbucks, and it's produced quite a nice little combo. Okay, what's scent of the day? Scent of the day is this beauty. An all too fleeting beauty, but a beauty nonetheless. This is from the house of Estee Lauder, Brasil Dream, Lauder for Men. And you can tell I've ripped through near half of this bottle, and I've only worn this fragrance maybe 3 times since I've gotten it. But it's so good. It's so nice. It's definitely got a beachy vibe to it. Like a beach vacation kind of a vibe. Like a luxury suntan lotion, but it's got a little pepperiness to it, got a little spiciness to it. I don't know where that's coming from. If you don't mind, we're going to cheat and use our laptop here, and to kind of touch base with each of these fragrances. I hope nobody minds. I'm sure there are some snobs out there that thinks this is a little tacky. I should memorize every single note, but I will not. I refuse. I don't have enough RAM for all that. Okay, Brasil Dream. Let's get it. Let's get after it. Brasil Dream. There it is. 2009 release. No perfumer to speak of, which bothers me. I can't stand that when they don't list the perfumers. Okay. Neroli, orange blossom, orange, guava, pineapple. In the mid, there's bergamot, gardenia, jasmine, and lemon. In the base, coconut, patchouli, and sandalwood. No pepper. I thought there was like a hot pepper, pimento, some kind of a spice in the middle of this thing. I guess I'm wrong. Well, I don't know where it's coming from, but there is a spice to this, and it's really very nice. Yeah, this is just if this had legs, if this had a little more heft to it, this would be just a killer, and maybe that's why they discontinued it. I haven't tried the others from this line. There's a few others from this line that I've been curious about. If anybody knows, there's Brasil Dream, then there's other Dream fragrances, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody knows about these, let me know, and if any of them are worth going after. Okay, got our trusty microfiber cloth here. Okay, well, I might be able to talk about this. I've been wearing this on and off for the last week for some reason. I try to shop my collection and, reach to the back of the shelves, pull out those things I haven't worn in a while, and then in revisiting them, some of them, I fall back in love with, why I like them to begin with, and this is one of them. This is Salvador Ferragamo's Porum, and kind of a cool bottle, how twisted it is. It's basically I don't know, I guess it's like a like a poor man's Dune. It's a fig fragrance and a really nice one. Again, like the Brasil Dream, you got to go heavy on the sprays with this, but it's a really nice fragrance. Salvador Ferragamo Pour Homme. I think this is the first and maybe only Ferragamo that I have in my collection. That can't be right. It might be right. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use Parfumo and to talk about some of these fragrances, if that doesn't displease anyone. Okay, let's get to the section that talks about. I've actually created a folder. Really started to teach myself how to use this laptop, and I'm quite proud of myself. Okay. Did I forget? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, that's enough messing around. Let's get into it. These, like I said, these are my current favorites, and I have a couple here actually that I wanted to mention, but I don't have full bottles of. And let's see. It is these two. It is these two. It are these two. It is these two. Anyway, I've had this decant of Noir de Noir by Tom Ford, which has a fantastic patchouli in it, and it's rose and just it's got a little bit of a funk to it. Oh man, so good. This is one of the best rose fragrances in my opinion, in my collection. Let's say that. I haven't smelled all the roses, but I do have a nice collection of roses in my collection, and this one is near the top. But the patchouli is also outstanding. Okay, and another one that I would love to have a bottle of, but some of the price tags of this house are silly. And this one is Haiba by Spirit of Dubai, and this was full at one time, and I've ripped through it, and I've held on to this last little bit just for reference. It's such a good patchouli. Now, some people hate this house. Some people love this house. I'm in the middle. The ones I've smelled of it are fantastic. I even have one, the big box back there with the elephant on it. If you can see that, that box has got Baz in it, which is a fantastic fragrance. Yeah, I'll agree with the critics out there that the price tags are silly, but man, if you've never tried Haiba, at least try to get yourself a decant of it. This is a fantastic patchouli. If I could somehow figure out how to get a bottle of it someday down the road, I will. Worth mentioning, though. Okay, we are going to start with this one, and I don't know why, and there's quite a bit from this house, but this is the one I stumbled onto, and I think I got this in an apothecary in, I want to say, Chicago. And this one is by Mayo Fusciuni, and this is Luce. This is a freaking fantastic fragrance, and it's not wildly unique or different, but it's just nice. It's a great wear. Okay. In the top, birch, cedar leaf, and leather. In the mid, patchouli, sandalwood, and tobacco. So it's like hitting all of my favorite notes. In the base, vanilla, ambergris, and benzoin. Yeah, it's just this is a great fall and winter date night fragrance. Yeah, really can't beat this one. This is fantastic. Okay, where are we? Let's go to the next one. Is from a line that I'm very fond of, and I have nearly all of them with the exception of Ombre Eternal, which is near impossible to find, and if you can find it, it's going for crazy money. This is Patchouli Ardent. I really like this one. Let's take a look at the notes, shall we? Okay. All right. This was produced not that long ago, 2020. Black pepper, green fig, and pink pepper. The opening's fantastic. That green fig is really unique. Patchouli, obviously, Turkish rose, cedar, leather, and musk. It's earthy. It's not. I don't get a lot of chocolatey patchouli, but the green fig, the Turkish rose, leather, and the musk, and there's a I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a mechanic's garage oil smell to this. Not petrol necessarily, but like oil. Like if you're getting your oil changed and you're standing nearby. I get that in this fragrance. Call me crazy. I don't know. But love it. Patchouli Ardent. Guerdon. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. We'll talk about this one. I pulled out its flanker too, just because, a lot of people don't either know or get to see the flanker, talk about the flanker. But this one is Coco Rico by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Jean-Paul Gaultier. Jean-Paul Gaultier. I like this. I have a soft spot for this one. Some people don't like it. Some people think it's derivative of other things. I don't care what other people think. I like Coco Rico. Okay, 2011 was released in the top again with fig. Fig seems to be a nice add-on to patchouli fragrances. Cacao or cocoa, cacao, patchouli in the middle, and cedar and vetiver. Kind of a simple breakdown. But this just works for me, and the bottle is awesome. You can see the face there, and then there's the Gaultier JPG silhouette. Really a very unique bottle. I'm going to bet dollars to donuts that Pierre Dinand did this bottle, but there's no sign of that here. Perfumers Olivia Cresp and Annick Minardo. Tell you what, Annick Minardo has penned quite a few of my favorite fragrances across my collection, never mind just patchoulis. Yeah, this is really very nice. Really very nice. Not too chocolatey. But again, that fig leaf does something in the top that's really very nice. Coco Rico. And I pulled this out just because I'm a fan of the fragrance, and they added rhubarb to the flanker, and the flanker is called Coco Rico by Night. And I don't know if some of you, I'm sure, are aware of this one. Some of you may not be, but this is really nice. This is Coco Rico with the twist of rhubarb, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't have it listed here on my thing, so we're going to go Coco. I hope you guys don't mind me doing this. It might lengthen the video a little bit, but watch it in bites if you have to. I get that. But kind of done toiling over how perfect my videos are, how they look, or, I'm just putting them together how it pleases me, and I hope it also pleases you guys. Okay, Coco Rico by Night, 2012, so it was 2 years after. Bergamot, cocoa, rhubarb, tonka bean, and woody notes. Still Olivier Cresp and Annick Minardo. But the funny thing is, I didn't notice it before, but Patchouli's not listed in this one. That's weird. It smells like Coco Rico, but with rhubarb. And maybe that tonka bean's a little bit more intense. And the cocoa, maybe the cocoa is kind of giving the impression of patchouli. But this is nice. This is unique. I'm a big fan. Okay, so that's Coco Rico and its flanker. What's next? What's next is get this computer set up right. Patchoulis, okay. What's next is by the House of Crisia, and this is Moods Uomo, and another cool bottle, cool cat, kind of like this. This is a favorite of my friend, the famous YouTuber Duncan. Raves about this all the time, and I have to agree with him. I like it. It's just, and it's kind of understated. It's kind of classy and reserved. It's not over the top. It's not a punch in the face. It's just a nice designer, really nice designer. Moods Uomo. I even have a little bit of this. I believe this is an older one, and you can tell it's older by the juice color. This is an older one, and it's a little bit richer than this one. And I'm sure because of the age and maybe some degradation there, but that older one is really nice. That darker, richer version of this is really nice. Okay, when did this come out? This came out in 1989, year after I graduated high school. Sheesh, this fragrance is old. Okay, in the top, cardamom, coriander, lavender, and bergamot. Yeah, the cardamom and lavender in the top are really nice. Carnation, jasmine, lily of the valley, pepper, ginger, and rose. Tonka bean, patchouli, oak moss, vanilla, ambergris, and leather. This is a good fragrance. There's no perfumer listed here. Wish there were. I didn't notice any in any of the write-ups. But really nice. You wanna, and I think this you can still find this for a decent price. Crisia Moods Uomo. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. All right, what's next? What's next is a favorite of another friend of mine, the Duck, Rich Mitch, who raves about this, waxes lyrical on a regular basis of this fragrance, and I happen to have 2 bottles of it, as I trust his nose, and in this case, he is correct. This is why am I? Why is it escaping me? Golly, that's Luciano Pavarotti. I don't know why that escaped me all of a sudden, but Pavarotti, great bottle too. It's supposed to be a bottle. It's supposed to be the shape of his bust. He's a big boy, Pavarotti. I've got another smaller bottle. I use a smaller bottle and kind of keep that one. But Pavarotti, Rich and I don't always see eye to eye on fragrances, but on this one, he is spot on. This is a phenomenal fragrance. Very classy, kind of the same description as Moods Uomo. It's understated. It's classy. It's round. There's no sharp edges. There's nothing sticking out. Bergamot, ivy, which is unique to see. Neroli, petitgrain, Sicilian lemon, and vervain. I get the vervain. Cedar, geranium, patchouli, clove, iris, and Damascus rose. Honey in the base, honey, opopanax, tonka bean, amber, oak moss, Russian leather, vanilla, and Leatrice spicata. Whatever the hell that is, I don't know. Perfumer David Appel. I don't know a lot about David Appel, but what he's done here is just phenomenal. sublime. The blending is phenomenal. If you ever get a chance, check out Pavarotti. Okay, what's next? What's next is this. Now, this has a little story to it, and I think I've told this story a few times. When I first got turned on to Amen, the Amen line, I picked up at what at that time was the readily available modern Mugler version of Amen. Well, this I went years later, and with that Mugler version, I just could not get next to the fragrance. I didn't like it. There was something about it that was off-putting. It was rough. There was just something annoying about it, and I just stuck it on the shelf, and I just discounted it. Now, some of the flankers, I have leather, I have coffee, I have taste of fragrance, pure chili, and a few others, and I enjoy those twists on this. But I didn't like the original itself until I ran into this one and picked this up. This is the original Angelman, where it actually says, and I don't know if you will be able to see that, but I will put it up there anyway in case. You can see right up here it says Angel Men, not just Amen. And this original version changed my mind. Came out in '96. This original version is, I see now what the hype was about this fragrance, and where I couldn't see it before. I just could not get next to this fragrance, but now I've gained a new appreciation for it with this version. That Mugler version is just, it's the shits, really. Coriander, lavender, bergamot, and peppermint. I don't get a lot of peppermint, though. Caramel, patchouli, cedarwood, honey, lily of the valley, jasmine, coffee, tonka bean, amber, benzoin, musk, vanilla, sandalwood, and styrax. Jacques Huclier is the perfumer who's done quite a few things besides the Amen line. Yeah, Amen. Brilliant. If you ever get a chance. If you ever get a chance to get a hold of the older Thierry Mugler version, not just the Mugler version. The Mugler version, I don't recall the house that took over. L'Oreal. L'Oreal just butchered that whole deal. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's see how far we're not doing too bad. 23 minutes. This might be a half-hour video, but that seems to be my average. 25 to 30-minute videos. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Believe it or not, I have not tried the higher end comparison that's always made to this one, the Tom Ford Beau de Jour. I just have this one, and I really like it. This is Zeno by Davidoff. It's just fantastic. It's just a freaking good fragrance. One of these days I'll get my nose on Beau de Jour. I just ran into somebody the other day that says it doesn't smell like Zeno. Now, all these years I've heard that Beau de Jour is a better version of this. But that friend just told me that there are very little in common with these two. Rosewood, which is a note I like in a lot of older fragrances. Lavender, bergamot, clary sage, geranium, rose, jasmine, lily of the valley, patchouli, sandalwood, amber, cedar, tonka bean, and vanilla. This is a good fragrance, and it still can be gotten for relatively inexpensive. Zeno. Okay, we are getting down toward the end, not the end, but toward the end. Here is something that I really like, and I need to check out the EDP because as much as I like this EDT version, it does not have does not have the staying power that you would want for a Guerlain, frankly. And this is the older packaging of the L'Instant de Guerlain EDT. I don't know what the moderns smell like, but I have a lot of modern Guerlain, and Guerlain takes care of their fragrances. Did I show you the back of the bottle or the front? I don't know. Well, there's another look at it. Put out in 2004. Grapefruit, lemon, star anise, which is fantastic. Bergamot, jasmine. Tea, which it does have a tea fragrance. Interesting. I don't think I ever knew that. Cedar, sandalwood, lavender, cocoa, patchouli, musk, and hibiscus seed. I don't know what hibiscus seed's supposed to smell like, but this is a good fragrance. Beatrice Piquet. Piquet? Piquet? Piquet. Piquet. Piquet, I would think. Yeah, this is a beauty. And I've ripped through half of this with not that many wears, again, because of how kind of light it is. Okay. All right. This one needs little, if any, introduction because it is absolutely brilliant. From the house of Chanel, this is Coromandel, and this is the Eau de Toilette version. I don't know if you can see the back of that label, but it says Eau de Toilette. And I don't know what the EDP smells like, or if I do, I don't recall. Maybe I have a decant around here somewhere, but I don't recall what it smells like in comparison to this one. All I know is that I love this one. 2007, excuse me. Bitter orange, citrus fruits. What kind of citrus fruits? Neroli, patchouli, orris root, jasmine, rose, amber, benzoin, frankincense, musk vanilla, white chocolate. I never got the white chocolate in here. I don't know why. Everybody talks about the white chocolate, but if I'm honest, I don't get white chocolate. What I do, and woods, whatever kind of woods, whatever that means. Jacques Polge and Christopher Sheldrake, who I got in my book, one of the best perfumers alive, if not ever. He's up there with my favorite, Duchefort and a couple of others. But anyway, the one thing that stands out about this that I really like is that this Eau de Toilette, I don't know if it's true for the EDP, but there is an earthy soil accord or vibe, or I don't know how to call it, but and it's one of the few fragrances in my collection. I think Bat and one of the Amouages have a soil accord that is just so curious and intriguing that, yeah, really, really very good. Okay, let's see. All right, here is another beauty. Where are we? Here we are. From the house of Serge Lutens. I'm sure you all know what this is without me even saying it. This is Borneo, 1834. And this is the Palais Royal bottle. And I don't know what the modern smells like, but I have modern Serge, and I'm not displeased with any of them. But this one, jeepers creepers, this one's good. 2005. Mr. Sheldrake, of course, and Serge Lutens is also listed as a perfumer. Very simple. Patchouli, cocoa, or cacao. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Cocoa. Cacao. camphor, labdanum, cardamom, galbanum, which is one of my favorite notes, and white blossoms, whatever white blossoms means. Very chocolatey, but interesting. Labdanum, cardamom, galbanum is a nice twist in here. This is a phenomenal fragrance. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and we've got 3 more, and then we're out of here. Okay, this one is from a house that I'm very fond of, and just noticing how dark this juice has gotten. Juice wasn't this dark when I first got it. This is Noir Patchouli by Histoire de Parfums. And let's see if I can read right from here. Patchouli, coriander, cardamom, patchouli again in the mid. It says bouquet flowers, or bouquet floral. This is done in French, I would imagine. Baies de Genévre, whatever that means. Patchouli again in the base. Musk, vetiver, mousse, queer, and vanilla. Leather and vanilla, but I don't know what mousse means. Yes, eau de parfum. This is a hard-hitting, heavy-duty, no-holds-barred patchouli, and I'm a fan. I'm just a fan of the house in general. I've got quite a few, and I have quite a few more on my list. Let's just go over some of the. When was this produced? It doesn't say. That's weird. Huh. Doesn't give a release date. Anywho, I don't know if he's the. It says creative director here, Gerard Ghislaine. I'd like to know who the actual perfumer is to this house. Okay, so yeah, patchouli, cardamom, coriander, patchouli, floral notes, and juniper berry, patchouli, leather, musk, moss, vetiver, and vanilla. Just a great fragrance. But this is a dead of winter, very, very cold, 2 sprays under a sweater kind of a fragrance, Noir Patchouli. Very good. It reminds me of something else, and I can't think of it right this second. This is a very little talked about, but the ones who know about this fragrance. I stumbled onto this quite a few years back, and this is called Les Norides Patchouli Antique. Now there's this, and I'm in most cases I'm not a conspiracy theorist about batches or packaging or vintage or modern. If something smells good, it smells good. In some cases I'll go after the vintages, and some cases, but in this case, I've heard, and I've only heard, I don't know, that this older version is the better version. So if you have a chance to get this packaging, I would suggest getting this one. Trusted sources say the newer one is not quite as rich and dense, and this is one of the best patchoulis in my collection, honestly. Coromandel. This next one coming up, Borneo. This one ranks right up there without a doubt. Let's go over the notes. When was this produced? It does not say. When it was produced, nor does it give a perfumer. Green notes, whatever that means, orange, gurgeon balsam, Scots pine, patchouli, cedar, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. This patchouli fragrance is one of the best in the game, honestly. It's kind of a combination of a lot of these, and it never gets nearly the love it deserves. Okay, last but certainly not. Is this last? Yes, it is last. Certainly not least. From the house of Comme des Garçons, and this is called Lux Patchouli. Comes in this cool little box. When you take off the lid, the box kind of opens up like this. I got this from a friend of ours in the community, and he knows who he is. And this was a very pleasant surprise. This is maybe even more heavy hitting than Noir Patchouli and the Les Narides. Lux, Comme des Garçons. Let's see if we can get any details. This was released in 2007. Okay. Lavage. I don't know what that means. Anybody out there? Educate your boy. Fenugreek, Apopanax, sandalwood, cedar, oak, Sumatran patchouli, vanilla vetiver, and white pepper. Done by Antoine Messondu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is, I would say this is in the top 5 of everything I just showed. Along with the Les Narides, Coromandel, Borneo. Yeah, this gets the nod. The label's kind of rubbed off. It was painted, I guess, so, and it's kind of rubbed off. But if you ever run across this in the wild, don't be shy to pick it up. It is a phenomenal patchouli. There it is. That is a grouping of my current favorite patchoulis. If there's, as I always say, if there's anything you can teach me about any of this stuff, leave it in the comment section. I always look forward to the interaction in the comments. Any suggestions, any new directions to point me in, I'm always looking forward to to the interactions in the comment section. Excuse me. Okay, until the next one, you all have a great night. Stay grateful. Peace.